sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is September 15th, 2021. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's number one sibling, Chicago-based sports and entertainment butthole buffoonery. 69 celebrating wettest podcast east of, west of the Mississippi River. It is the number one margarita podcast in the world. We are MELLONfights.
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights, Tara. Can you talk for me, Tara? It's really...
I can talk for you.
It's kind of like cracking on me. Can't tell if you're loud or not. Sorry, listeners. Last time Tara was super quiet. It was too quiet.
Want me to turn it up or something?
No, you're loud. It's like...
Oh,
it's
you want me to
distorted.
turn
You
it
sound
down?
distorted on my end, but I can't tell if it's because the internet here is bad or what the deal is. Because I'm filming at Jim and Jeannie's, filming at Mom and Dad's. I've only filmed here a couple times. I don't know why I'm wearing this vest. I think it's just to show off how cool I am.
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Talk, You're peeking. I feel like you're peeking.
How am I?
I'm watching the thing.
Okay.
Like, talk. That was you being quiet. Be loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I can turn it
Turn
down.
it way down.
I can turn it down.
I'd rather have to turn you up in post. It's a lot easier.
How's that? How's that?
Give-
Ha. Ho ho ho.
I can never tell.
Yeah. When I get really loud,
I don't want to see
that
yellow.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll turn it down a little.
You don't want yellow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was still.
Yeah. Mine never gets yellow.
Yeah.
This is this guys. Look, you guys learning the biz from the boys.
Yeah.
We're the best
All right.
pod.
No,
We're also
no
the
yellow.
best audio pod quality in the world. No one ever
In the world.
sounds as good as. Oh, we're also look at us. Look at us. You were flexing, so I thought you were flexing, so I was flexing.
No.
Flex at it, T. We're also the beefiest and most swole pod on the internet.
That ever existed.
On the net. We're fucking around too much, Tara, because we got a lot to get to today, honestly.
Too much to get to.
Too much to get to, because big day.
It is late.
I feel like I sound really weird because I'm in this big space. I think I'm sounding a little weird today. It's going to be a little bit of a echo, I feel like. Can you hear it on your end? Am I sounding echoey?
No. You know how my headphones do though.
Yeah. But it's usually you can hear me.
Yeah, but still I feel like they're never that solid. You'll be like, did you hear that? No, I'm like, no.
I'm turning my headphones down a little bit because I think I was actually getting a lot of feedback off of them. Turning it down. Listen to this. Getting all of it, guys. Should I cut this out? Nah.
This is called the biz. It's the biz.
Tara, are we both drinking Code Red Dew?
No, I'm drinking a glass of wine.
Oh, dang. She a drinky. Okay, let's start with let's just do it, Tara. Let's start our week with the driest and wettest moments of the week. I'm going to tell you my driest moment of the week. My driest moment of the week is I've been dry all week. I ain't had a sip of booze all week. That's not true. Ooh. I had a sip of High Life earlier today, but that was it. And I didn't even finish it. I literally had one sip. It tasted bad. And I said, goodbye. So yeah, all week I haven't been drinking because of last week's margarita madness. So I haven't had a drop to drink all week, and I've had to be with my own thoughts for the whole week.
Oh boy.
Didn't love it. Didn't love it. Didn't fucking love it, Tara.
Well,
that's my driest moment of the week.
You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it with your own thoughts.
Oh, I got through it.
You're gonna come out on the other end stronger.
I did.
From what I've been told.
I came out the other end.
Yes.
And I said, but the funny thing is I look like I've been drinking all week. This looks like a guy who drank all week. Like,
yeah,
it looks
with
like
some
I
jean
didn't.
Shorts on, maybe.
It looks like I never left the house
plastic
and
pool.
just been celebrating the end of summer all alone, pounding them.
Maybe.
and didn't pound a single one. What's your driest moment of the week, Tara? Do you have one?
My
Do you have a dry
driest moment of
week?
the week, yeah, I do. So last week we were at your house when we did all of our filming for our podcast.
Oh, I
And
know where
the
this is
angle
going.
was a bad one. It was
Tara,
a real
that's
bad
what you
angle.
look like.
No, I don't.
That's
It
you.
was like you caught everything that could have been two chins. Like I have a pretty decent jawline, and in that I looked like I was packing some chunk. I hated every single clip. I couldn't get over just how unattractive I looked. Unattractive.
I don't disagree.
Attractive?
You didn't look good.
Yeah. No.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Tara.
I chose
You look
not
like
to put.
you look. I'm not putting makeup on. I'm like, okay,
I didn't say that.
I don't.
And
I was like so
I'm
surprised.
not much
I ain't
better
putting makeup
today.
on. It's just what you look
And
like.
my hair looked like shit.
Well, you know
Again,
what? Yeah.
my
Well,
hair
my
looks
wettest
like
moment of the
shit.
week, Tara, is I can grow a beard and I look great. I hide that D chin. I mean, it's there. Look at it. It's right there. There it is.
I mean,
But the beard
that's a pretty.
hides it.
That's a pretty.
You think you got a good jawline?
fat
Is that what you're
free-
trying to tell me?
It's a pretty fat-free.
Yeah, anyone can do
jawline
that,
in
Tara.
general.
Anyone can get tight in the neck. Look at that. I
Well,
can do that. It's easy to get the chin looking good.
you're right. Because when I don't, I
Flex
got
your
some
neck.
jowls.
Anyone can do that.
That just looks crazy
What does?
when I do that.
Tara, you know what I'm getting better at? I can't really, but it's titty popping. I'm getting good at. I was doing it in the mirror the other day. I can't do one at a time, but I can really. You can't see it in this. This is too thick. This is too thick. What I'm wearing.
You
But
were
when I was
so
wearing,
insane.
it was Tara. I'm getting better controlling it. It's really fun, but I can't do the one. I can't control one at a time. I can only. I can't do it right now. As I'm sitting down, I can only do it standing up. You can't see it with this vest on.
Yeah. You
that's my-
are feeling yourself.
No, I'm not. That is not.
You're
Tara, I've always been able to
you're
pop my
always
titties.
telling me something. You're always telling me something.
I'm
new
bored
that
and
you
I'm
can
Tara,
do.
I'm bored and I'm alone at home all the time. I stand in front of the mirror and I do things. All sorts of things.
You're like,
I'm not going to tell you
"Ugh."
about all of it. I'm not going to tell you about everything I do in front of the mirror, but I do things in front of the mirror. It's not because I think I look good. It's because I'm bored and I'm like, let's pop these. I've always wanted to be able to do that. Since I used to play Mike Tyson Punch Out and Macho Man did it.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Pew, 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 pew. Not Macho Man Randy Savage, Macho Man from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Boom,
Yeah.
different fighter, but so yeah. Tara,
So yeah, that was definitely my dry moment. I was like,
Did you have a wet
you
moment?
put
Did you
up
have a wet
another
moment?
one.
Did you have a wet moment?
Oh, I did have a wet one, and it was today.
What was
I
it?
took a long ass nap
You took a Tara.
in
Go ahead.
in
And I'll talk
the at mom and dad's on their couch on their chair and a half.
Mhm.
I moved the ottoman up to it, created a little bed for my tiny self, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
I slept for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we're watching Red Zone. We had company over for the first 3 hours of Red Zone. Tara was up for that. The second they walked out the door, she rolled up on this bed and just fucking laid out like no one else was in the room. She acted like none of us were there and just like fucking flattened out and just like
Everyone else had a place to sit.
we just all had to like, not that we were quiet or anything at all, but she just took over.
No.
Like I'm sleeping here now, and you're all going to
Yeah.
deal with it.
It was fine because you guys were being loud. It's not like you weren't being normal.
No, I know. You just
It was
napped
like the
through
most
it.
perfect nap.
I
It was
left.
awesome.
I left and went to Costco with mom, and we got back, and you were
Yeah.
still doing it.
Yeah,
It was weird. It was funny.
it was good. It was a good ass nap. I haven't done that in a long time.
My wettest moment of the week was my late cover by the Chicago Bears tonight. That's right. This is how we're going to get into football. My wettest moment was the
Yes.
Bears coming in clutch, only losing by 6. That 6.5 covered, baby. They didn't look good doing it, but exactly what I said happened. That's not true. I said that Caleb would come and show up and show out. He didn't, but that Bears defense did keep them in the game.
Oh my gosh.
The Bears
yes.
defense is legit because
They're so
because
good.
Stroud looked good today. Honestly, he made good throws, and Bears defense is good. if the Bears can get anything out of that offense, if they can figure it at all, Eberflus has got to go. Eberflus
Their
has
line
got
is bad.
to go. Yeah, Eberflus should have known
Yes.
that and had a different game plan than they have.
Yes.
He sucks
Because
so
it's
bad.
not a good game plan. And I feel bad for Caleb because
I do too, because he's better than that.
And Rome doesn't look good. Like he's
had a couple
dropping
drops.
passes in the end zone, kind of not knowing his routes. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. I feel bad. Good thing Caleb has a lot of confidence, though. Oh, God.
I smell.
It's never good.
I'm just letting you know I stink. Luckily, I'm alone. Man, I look like a real hillbilly piece of shit. I like it. I look like I could.
You're really
become. If I was a country guy, like a country singer, I'd be famous in 2 days. Looking like
with
this.
that look.
Yeah. We have to sing a cool song. I put my beans in the toast. That's more of a UK thing. Never mind.
It's like a UK
London thing.
But you could do a country UK.
I take my can of beans and I pour them down my pants and I lick them titties like they're made from France. That's right. I French kiss them tits.
Oh, Jesus.
How was it?
I hated it.
They call me the next Zach Bryan. Is that his name? Me and ZB. How old is that guy?
Yeah, I think he's like 27.
Okay. So yeah, the Bears.
I don't really know him.
The Bears game was a bad Sunday night game. Not very good, honestly.
No.
We were waiting for it to end to start this. I wish we didn't have to because it was a turd. Last week's game was much better. But let's get in the NFL. So we got me covered. Yeah. I covered. You know who else covered? Tara had Tara had the first game of the week. Tara was the Thursday game because she had the Bills playing the Dolphins, and boy, did she get that one right. She's like, the Bills are good. The Bills are great.
I don't believe in Tua.
And Tua fucking broke himself in half. But we got Tara. The Bills didn't just cover; they crushed the Bills. I think
like 30 something to 10.
I think the Bills are in the short list of teams that I would say after 2 weeks, if they won the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised. I would say it's the Bills. For me, it's right now. It's before we talk anything. I'd say the Bills, the Chiefs, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the Eagles play yet. Tomorrow, we'll see.
Right.
The Bills, the Chiefs. Honestly, Houston. Even though it wasn't a great game tonight, they won it. They played a good defense and they fought through it. You're gonna have games like that. After that, Tara, I don't know. I don't know if there's a team in the East that I trust. Or not the East, the NFC. My brain's not working. I don't know if there's a team in the NFC that who won today?
Well,
is anyone 2-0 in the NFC? Oh, Tampa Bay looks good.
The Bucks.
Tampa Bay looks good. I think Tampa Bay looks like they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other teams. I think the Lions are decent. They lost to Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, they did. They did lose to Tampa Bay.
But I think that's because Tampa Bay might be good.
Won.
I think Tampa Bay might be good. The Rams have looked like shit. I had them going to the Super Bowl. That was stupid. You did have them.
They got injured quickly. The Ravens 0-2.
I feel like I look like a little boy wearing his big brother, I looked over, I look like a little boy found his big brother's vest and he's wearing it trying to look tough. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it looks big through the shoulders. Look like a little guy.
You look a little bit, fuzzy, so it's hard for me to really get the essence.
Trick maybe just to have the chest hair out so I don't look like a youngin'?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it is.
Maybe I shouldn't be wearing this.
I think you should turn your camera, or not your camera, your screen around so you stop looking at yourself. So
you're talking and you always look at yourself too. You know that's how it's done.
Oh, I would 100%.
So you don't got the double chin going like this. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna put on my other jacket. Hold on. Keep talking.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about what you're talking. Talk
about
football while I change.
What?
Football while I change. What do you mean about what?
All right.
You were talking and I interrupted you.
I don't know what I was saying.
Just talk football, baby.
I will.
Here. Who sucks the most? Who sucks the most?
I think that the Giants and the Commanders are two very terrible teams. They are not good. The Cowboys suck. The Cowboys suck big time. Can't even freaking win. Like, I hate them. Uh, you know who might be good? You know who might be good? The Saints. Kamara's looking freaking phenomenal these days, running hard, getting lots of TDs. Derek Carr has all the confidence in the world, so they might be sneaky good,
Who?
which I was not expecting that at all.
Las Vegas? Oh, the Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cowboys look
I was
like dog
not
shit.
expecting it.
Is that what you said? The
Yeah.
Cowboys suck? And that's what got
Yeah.
you to the Saints?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
He's back.
Better than ever.
Back in bed.
I don't know if this is a better look, but it's my look.
Looks like you were at a game.
I just look like a trash bag. I'm not going to wear this. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it quick and we'll go back to football. We're going to have a new segment this week called Bond. I'll tell you what it's called at the end. But this is our hero of the week. MELLONfights, hero of the week. It will be changing his name after we do the segment, named after our first hero of the week. And that is John Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi is our hero of the week. If you haven't heard.
He is our hero of the week.
Yes. John Bon Jovi is our inaugural John Bon Jovi hero of the week. Our new segment's called Bon Jovi hero of the week, and Bon Jovi is our first.
John Bon Jovi.
Well, he is Bon Jovi. The band's John Bon. The band's Bon Jovi.
He's John Bon Jovi.
You're right.
The band's
John.
Bon Jovi.
You're right. John Bon Jovi, the John Bon Jovi hero of the week, the first inaugural, the John Bon Jovi hero of the week. The first one will be John Bon Jovi. I know
Yes.
sounds like an upset, but John Bon Jovi is our first hero of the week. Our first John Bon Jovi hero of the week. Can you say it, Tara? What is this called?
This is the John Bon Jovi hero of the week segment.
And we'll be doing it every week. We don't say segment. Don't do that.
This is the Bon
No.
John
The Bon John
the
Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. That's what we used to say when we were little.
Yep.
This is the John Bon Jovi hero of the week.
Yes, this is the John Bon Jovi hero of the week, and our very first one is John Bon Jovi. Not a surprise.
No.
It will change after this, but it is because if you haven't heard, in Nashville, he talks someone from jumping off a bridge. I don't know if you've seen the footage.
Yes.
He just walks up so cool and sly, and he just goes, "Hey,
Yep, and kind of like, hey,
have a
they're
nice
talking.
day."
Oh God.
And he saves the goddamn day. He saves that
Helps
woman's
her
life.
over,
There was other people there
gives her a
helping out.
hug.
There was
Yes,
other strangers, people on his team. But John, listen, it's John Bon Jovi. Can you imagine? You're like, I'm about to jump off this bridge, right? I'm going to jump off this bridge. I can't live. And you hear someone go, "Hey there." And you look over to your right and it's John Bon Jovi. You're like, I'm not supposed, am I already in heaven? John Bon Jovi's right here. And you go, "Oh man, maybe my life is not so bad. John Bon Jovi's here." Because baby, when you see John Bon Jovi, Tara, all you got to do, hold on, check it out. What's it say?
It says Bon Jovi.
No, but what's it say below that?
I can't tell.
See it?
Keep the faith, maybe?
Keep the faith. All you got to do is keep the
Keep
faith.
the faith.
When John Bon
Yeah.
Jovi shows up, just keep the faith, baby. You couldn't see that said keep the faith?
No, I told you I got a real fuzzy view of you right now.
It says keep the faith. John Bon Jovi.
It says keep the faith.
Tara,
And that's all you gotta do.
Tara, can I tell you something? I think I get what Pat McAfee's doing. I think I get it.
You like this stand up?
This
It feels good.
I get it, Pat.
Feels right.
I think, Tara, I think it's it. I think I figured out, I'm going to steal the Pat McAfee move. I like this. Is it
Should
annoying?
I do it?
Can you? Yeah, you're short. You're too tall for your mic. When you get this mic, this is your new mic. You can do it.
Here, this is
we'll
what
start
I'm
talking.
doing.
We'll be
I'm
standing.
just gonna stand in
Are you
my
crouched
wide
a little?
stance. I'm standing in my wide stance.
Yeah, hold on. I'll do wide legs too. We'll both
I know,
do wide.
wide legs.
I'll do wide legs too. Yeah, I get it, Pat McAfee. I get it.
I get it. I will say, for someone who fiddles a lot, this might be actually good for me.
Is the stand?
Is to stand.
I don't want
I'm
you
a
to stand
fiddler.
like that though. I'm not going to stand
fiddler on the
this
roof. No.
time. I might actually. If it doesn't bother you, I might. No, I'm lit weird. I had it lit perfect. I'm coming back. This one's off the rails. We're off the rails.
It is off the
We're off the rails. And now
and
I'm in
I
my
don't
trash
have a
bag.
pen to doodle, so I'm
Just
like,
trash.
"Ah."
I'm in a dang trash bag.
Oh, you don't have a shirt on under it?
Talk more football. Tell them more
my
about another team.
God.
Tell them about another team.
Okay, well, are the Vikings good? I don't know. They look like they are good. Justin Jefferson got a little dinged, but I think he's going to be okay day to day. And they beat the 49ers, who looked really good last week. Yes, Christian McCaffrey. Truth's in the background. Yes, Christian McCaffrey is out for like the next 4 weeks or so, but they have so many other weapons. Oh, that's right. Kittle did get injured too. So they might be on the downfall. What else do we got going on?
Have a nice day. I'm back, baby. I just put on a t-shirt.
You're
I'm feeling
back.
Good.
You're back.
How's the t-shirt? Is that good?
It's good.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway,
Oh my God.
what team were you talking about while I was gone?
I was talking about the Vikings and the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, the Niners look like dog shit today.
Yeah.
Vikings
and
looked
the
good.
Vikings are good.
But Jefferson's dinged.
He's dinged, but Kittle is also dinged.
Who?
So we got some dingage.
Also, they have McCaffrey
Kittle?
on. A lot of injuries today.
IR.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kittle.
Lots of injuries.
Yeah,
Yep.
McCaffrey on IR. Kittle's dinged. Jefferson's dinged. Joe Mixon ended up coming back. Fucking bitch. I think he probably went down the tunnel and punched a woman, got his powers back.
Just punch a woman.
He went and punched a woman, got his powers back, and went back to the field and played it out.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Mixon.
Hate him.
Shit. Hate him.
Our
But yeah.
guy Braylon Allen scored.
Yeah, Braylon
twice.
Allen, Badger, looking
Woo!
good. Playing
The Jets
like,
don't look good, but he looks good.
Yeah, he had 2 TDs today, rushing and running.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Just like he just looks like a beast out there. They're not gonna be able to not give their team, because Breece Hall looked good today too. There's gonna be a running team, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to do very little.
Which
The thing is, they have to respect Aaron Rodgers. They have to.
Yeah.
So these running backs have all this room to run. Braylon Allen looks great. Breece Hall looks great. The Jets, I don't know if the Jets are. I don't know if they're good, but they're
not good.
But they lost today, right?
We'll see what they turn into.
Did they lose?
No, they
today?
won.
They won. Oh, they're 2-0.
No, they won.
They're 2-0.
They're 1-1.
Oh, that's right. They were 1. That's what it was.
They lost
last
to the
week, last year they were
49ers.
1-0 without Aaron Rodgers. And he said this year 0-1
Yes.
with Aaron Rodgers. They feel better. I would agree with that assessment.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't say that as a coach. It sounds stupid to say you're feeling good at all. You're feeling better at 0-1, but I actually think he was correct. I agree. I get what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, football wise, red zone was hard. Red zone today, there was a lot of early games, and it was a lot. There were like 3 late games, a lot of early games. It was cooking, and it was hard for me to follow today. There was a lot going on. Chargers won.
We didn't see very much of the Chargers game.
No, they didn't show much of that at all.
No, because it was not a good game.
I do want to go back to the Cowboys game since I didn't get to talk about it with you.
Yeah.
They're total dog shit.
Yeah.
McCarthy's got to go. I can't believe they just gave that quarterback all that money, and he looked like complete horse shit out there today.
I know.
Like, he sucks
He just
so
does
bad.
not. It like sucks because he just doesn't make them better. Like, he's fine. Like,
Right.
he's fine. But like, he is not going to elevate them to
No.
the next level.
No, he's
and that
not.
sucks because now we all see what that looks like with
Right.
some of these younger people that now we won't ever get a chance because we have Dak for another 4 years
I mean,
for a lot of freaking money.
I mean, they could get rid of him, but it wouldn't be that good to do. This is terrible.
Because he's always going to be like good enough to where they're like, well, we can't get rid of him.
Which is
like,
bullshit.
He had all the numbers.
He sucks so much. He sucks. I hate him. Guys, I hate him with a passion. He did all the things I hate about him. He did them today. God, and that's a coaching thing too. To just come out and get your at home to get just fucking pounded like that. McCarthy, the fact that I actually think it's worse that they came back with McCarthy than giving Dak all that money. Because at least Dak can put up numbers.
Oh, yeah.
But McCarthy does not have this team prepared ever.
No.
Ever. God, sometimes I wish we were a local Dallas. Sometimes I wish we were a local Dallas radio show because I would just trash it. Because those dudes will trash. I would trash it. I'd trash them.
Oh yeah.
I trash them hard. I trash them heavy.
I would
hard and
totally.
heavy.
And I'd be like, who cares if Jerry doesn't want to come on here? But he probably would to try to like
persuade us.
Change our minds. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple other things. Washington.
The Ravens?
Ravens won, right?
No, they lost. What? They're 0-2.
Oh, that's right.
They lost to Vegas. Who?
That's right. Is Vegas 2-0?
No. Remember, they didn't win for me last week. They're 1-1. I was like, wait, right. this was the Vegas I was expecting week 1. But
yeah. You're right. You did get that. You got that like feisty Minshew today.
Yes.
You're right. You got it. Baltimore in trouble. 0-2. 0-2, but built to get better. Miami's in a lot of trouble with Tua out. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Because I saw the line for the next game and I was like, what? And then I'm like, oh yeah, Tua's out. I don't know who their quarterback is.
That Niners loss was really bad. I don't know what they had going on. They hurt without everyone's like, oh, we don't need McCaffrey. You do. And what's his name had actually a really big day. He had like 100 plus yards. Maybe. He had a big day, but not really. He doesn't get in the end. I mean, McCaffrey just gets you in the end zone. They're beat up.
Yeah.
Already.
They are.
Weirdly enough. 2 weeks into the season. Beat up. Giants and Commanders. That was a hard game to watch. Nobody played very good in that game.
They're
Arizona's offense.
That's a fun game. That's a fun team to watch right now.
Harrison for doing nothing week 1 was awesome week 2, which was really fun to see. Let's see what his final box score was. He never in that first quarter and a half, he had 4 catches for 130 yards, and that's what he ended with. 130 yards and 2 TDs. He didn't get another one, which is silly.
Did they take him out because they were crushing?
No, he was there. He was in. He was in.
I mean, Kyler, when he's on, he's so fun to watch because
he's
just so nifty and little, and he just scoots by people and just can throw the hell out of the ball, and he's fun to watch. I like him.
Yeah, that Packers game, the Packers needed that win without Jordan Love. And they snuck a win against the really bad Indianapolis Colts team. It's a nice win for the Packers. They got a run. Their running back had 130 or 140 yards today. Jacobs, he had a lot of yards today. He looked good. A lot of running backs had over 100 yards today. There was a big running day.
I will say that their quarterback, the Colts quarterback, he just doesn't protect himself. No, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with him.
I worry about him. So,
there was not a very good game to watch either. There was one other thing I noticed today is there was a lot of fumbles inside the 5-yard line, right around the goal line. A lot of guys fumbled today. It was bad. These guys are bad.
They're bad.
Tara, have you seen my new hat? Right, I got it on sale. It's kind of a cool hat. You like it? But
I can't see what it says.
But here, I just want to.
Drew, I'm going to take a picture of what this looks like and send it to you.
So I can hear you. No, look at. I just wanted. It looked at it and reminded me. So it was too small because I got a big fat head, and it was adjustable one, and I taped it to make it longer.
Oh my God.
That's how big my dome is. But it looks so stupid. What do you think? How's it look?
I can't tell.
Oh, because your phone is... You can't tell? Because it looks so good? Because it looks so good or because your screen sucks?
Because it's so fuzzy.
Why is your internet so shitty, Tara?
It's the Oregon internet. When it's crazy, though, when I look at it through my phone, it doesn't look as shitty.
Why are you looking at it through your phone?
Because I'm trying to take a picture of it for you so you can see how bad it is.
I see. Yeah, so that was our NFL picks of the week. Or I'm sorry, we both did our Tara covered. It was the only thing I had good for me this week in football. Badgers got blown out by Alabama. It was disgusting. Cowboys looked like dog shit against the Saints. Both of my fantasy football teams lost, sucked. Injuries across the board. Cooper Kupp on both teams injured. Tua goes out.
Plus he played against Kamara.
Not a good week. So the last thing I had going was the end of the night. the end of the night, I just wanted to cover. I just wanted them lowly Bears to cover. And sure enough, they get a late field goal. It was kind of the opposite of last week for me. They got a late field goal that ended up, and they just had to hold on to that 6-point deficit because it was 6.5. So I covered by that half point, and I'll fucking take it. I will take it. Tara more than
you
cover.
have to take it.
You gotta take it, Tara.
You gotta.
Pay
It's called
my
exactly.
money. Pay
Give
me
my
money.
money.
No, we
Give
don't do
me
that.
my
Give me my
money.
money. I hate that bit. I don't get it. It's not funny to me. Like people that sit and watch all those till they get to the end, like we all know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I saw one today, and it was the Las Vegas Aces, right? And they were all doing it, and they were all like really being extra, like you guys are. And then at the end, they were doing it to the coach, right, Becky Hammond, and she was extra doing it and ruined it. Like she like came, she did like almost like a speech, like she was like in The Godfather, and just saying, "Give me my money." She's like, she did so it actually made it even worse. I was like, this is the worst, cringiest thing I've ever watched. Everyone on the team did it.
Oh my
I was cringing by
God.
the end. I'm like, this sucks. And then she did that. I'm like, you guys suck. Becky Hammond, by the way, really bugs me on the sideline. I liked her better when she's an assistant coach in the or the NBA. When she was an assistant coach in the NBA, I liked her a lot better. Now that she's actually the one stalking the sidelines, she's annoying. I can't stand her.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you think you're fucking. I think she thinks she's better than everyone there because she was in the NBA. That she worked for.
Probably.
I think she thinks she's better than these bitches. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not. Moving on. Oh wait, let's do our pick first, and then we'll move on to WNBA. I just want to talk about the WNBA for like 1 second, not a ton. There's not a ton to talk about. Well, let's just do it now. We'll go back to our picks.
Okay.
WNBA. I just want to say, here's what's happening. Today, in the last game. Remember, I was asking like, what's up with these records being broken, right? Tara, they added 4 games to the season last year.
Oh,
so
really?
like some of these are not valid. Like they broke the record. Like what's her name broke the record, the scoring record. I think she broke the scoring record the same game that Caitlin Clark broke the assist record, but they were past the old. So they did it in more games. Cheryl Swoops could get on that. That's the thing about Angel Reese.
Wait, how many more games are left?
The Aces have 1 game left, and the Fever have 1 game left, and I think the Aces have 2 games left. So they both broke the record after the old length of games. Okay. Angel Reese, though, there was 5 games left. So let me say this: Angel Reese's valid.
Counts.
Angel Reese's record is valid. Hers is valid. I'm going to give it to her. Caitlin Clark's not the same. Not the same. Not the same. The other, whoever did it before, they had a better average of assists.
4 more games?
4 more games, a lot.
That's a lot of games.
They're like, it's the first time anyone's ever got to
That's what makes it tough, because it's like, I don't know how to, like, I know they're adding more games, and it's, like, necessary, but then, like,
but yeah, I'm just saying, like, just don't, I think maybe instead of looking at the total, you should be looking at the average for the season. I think what's her name can still set the average points in a game. I think they both could technically. I think Asia and Caitlin could set the average for. I don't think Caitlin Clark can get. I think it'd be really hard for her to get the average for the season. But I think Asia. Yeah, I think Asia is close. It's her own. I think it's really close.
Well, what sucks is it's like she was the first WNBA in history to hit 1,000 points. I'm curious what the last one, like what the most was before.
Yeah.
And just to know how many off it was. Because like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying. A couple of these, I'm just saying, these are a little skewed. I'm giving Angel her flowers. Because she broke it in time. Because I think they said there was 5 games left when she broke it. I think that's what it was. Wasn't it something like that? She broke it fair and squares. Caitlin, not so much.
It doesn't matter how many rebounds of her own she got.
No, I'm not talking about that. We don't even need to go there, Tara. I'm just saying she broke it validly. The other 2, not so much. They set a new record. No matter, now it's the new record. Now it's the one that people have to chase. But they can never beat that record in the 36 games. I mean, technically someone could do it faster now, but then have 4 more games. But I'm just saying, Now we know. Back to the NFL. And then that was our. I don't have any WNBA stuff besides that. Do you?
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark had her season high of 35 points today.
Oh, I don't. Her. You know what? I've been watching those games. I really like Mitchell, her teammate.
Yeah.
She's good. She's cool. She has a really smooth. Like Caitlin clearly knows the game. Mitchell's is very her skills are very natural. Like she just looks smooth out there. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. I think Caitlin looks pretty smooth though too.
Different, I'm telling you.
A lot of Caitlin's conservative fans got mad at her and are
Why?
no longer Caitlin Clark fans.
Oh, because she likes Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris.
You don't think someone that's in the WNBA is going to be a Kamala Harris fan? Like, what are we talking about? It's predominantly African American and I believe an LGBTQ
lesbian
league.
Yeah.
So
yep.
And maybe Caitlin Clark is. I don't know. Is she?
No, she has a boyfriend.
Oh, what's his name?
She's straight. I don't know.
Straight sexy.
Oh, what's his name?
Are they the new it couple?
What's this fella? They might be.
Doubt it.
I think he played basketball somewhere.
Hmm.
I might have made that up. You never know.
Could be true.
Me.
I smell, Tara. I smell.
Drew, no one cares.
All right, Tara, let's do our. It's time for Melon Fights. Underdog pick of the week. I am 1-1 after 2 weeks. Tara is 1-1 after 2 weeks. We got our groove back this week. After a horrible week one, we're back, baby. I'm skinking my covers. Tara crushing them covers. Tara, what is your NFL Week 3 Melon Fights Underdog pick of the week?
I just realized I only wrote the team that I think is going to win. So I got to go back and look who they're playing.
I gave Tara hours to get this ready.
Okay. You know what, Drew? People are going to be really surprised. Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Why?
Let me go back. Let me look at the other one. Hold on.
No. Let's hear it.
Just hold on. Let me
Tara.
Let me just see.
Come on. Can you bet in Wisconsin? I forget.
No. I'm
so torn.
I'm torn between two.
Pick
I'm
though,
going to do this.
because I already have mine.
I'm picking the New Orleans Saints +2 against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh wow! You think they're real?
I'm believing in them.
Tell me why. Get in their face. Get in America's face, Tara, and be like, "This is why." And don't just say because they're good and this person's good. Say, "Give me a real vibe. Have a take. Have a fun take." Let's hear it.
Okay. So the reason that I feel like this is true is because the Saints are ready.
They're ready.
They had because, everyone still was all about Sean Payton this, Sean Payton that. He was the guy. Drew Brees was the guy. And nobody even thought about them anymore. They're like, the Saints? Who's even their coach? I don't know. Who's even this? Who's even that? And they came in week 1, played a shitty team, but lit them up.
Yep.
And then they went in this week and played a good team and frickin' killed them.
I mean, are they a good
team?
They look
awesome on offense.
Are the Cowboys a good team, though?
A team that might be okay.
A team, how about this? A team people thought coming into the game were good.
Yes. And this is what I'll say.
Underdog.
Yes. This is what I think. Philly's defense, I think, is down. I don't think they are as good as they used to be. I think that their offensive line is a little different, too. Not having Kelsey seems to be more of an issue.
Sounding like my week 1 pick, Tara. I'm not loving it. It didn't work out great for me.
But, Drew, I'm telling you, I feel good about this New Orleans team. I think what they're thinking is the Super Bowl is in our house.
Yeah.
And we don't want anyone else coming into our house.
Yeah.
We're defending our house.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to have an awesome friggin' year.
Preach it.
And we are going to win.
Preach
and
for
we're
the
going to
Saints.
win hard.
Oh, Tara, and we're going to be there. DraftKings.
We're going to be there.
Have
DraftKings
us in New Orleans.
Yes.
We're going to be in
They're
New Orleans.
sending us to the
Why am I
Super
saying New
Bowl.
Orleans weird? We're going to be in
New
New Orleans.
Orleans.
We're going to be in New Orleans. We're going to be in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
For the Super Bowl. because DraftKings is sending us there because this is because we're DraftKingsers. We DraftKings. We use DraftKings. Nobody cares, but we use it. Tara, that's a wonderful pick. I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. The Saints are the hot team early. No. I don't want your only. Okay. Don't give me no only. Okay. Own that and move on with your day.
I own it.
That and move on with your day.
I own it.
Don't give me your only. I don't want your only. My only concern. I don't want any concerns.
No. I have
There's
no
concerns.
I am locking it in. Lock.
I like it, Tara.
Lock.
I like it. I like the team. They're moving on from Peyton. I like the team. I like what you're saying. They moved on from Peyton. Peyton might be the most overrated coach ever. Look how terrible he's been in Denver. They were winning because they had Drew Brees.
Guy because of something in his backpack. Yeah.
Drew Brees was the reason that team won. That was a Drew Brees team. Yeah. And now that Peyton's gone, they're finding themselves. Kamara looks good.
And I feel like the team is gelling because there was
Carr's
some
healthy.
Weird stuff.
Carr wasn't healthy last year.
Stuff. He wasn't healthy, but there was weird stuff with
last year.
Michael Thomas was that?
Yeah, he's out of there. He's gone, right?
He's gone.
I think he's on the team technically still, right?
I don't know.
I don't think. I think he's still under. He might be under contract.
Taysom Hill. He's good.
What about? He hasn't done shit in 2 weeks. Trust me, he's on my fantasy team. He looks.
Guess what he's gonna do this week? You better play him because he's gonna be awesome.
Well, he's my only. He's my only tight end, so that's what's gonna be happening. All right, Tara. It's time for my underdog pick of the week. Mine's a little different. I'm going another route. You went your route right. This team looks good. I'm doing my favorite route. It's like, on what planet should the Cleveland Browns be favored by 7 over anybody? I know that the Giants are dog shit, but the Cleveland Browns are favored by a touchdown over anybody. Have you watched a single snap of a Cleveland Browns game? That team sucks. Deshaun Watson sucks. Their defense is good. Don't get me wrong. Their defense has looked good. They haven't given up a lot of points the last 2 weeks. They just haven't. However, the team is not good. That offense has nothing going for him. Deshaun Watson is a dog shit sandwich. A full touchdown favorite. A team that is a debacle on offense is a full touchdown favorite. That's insane. And I know the Giants look like shit. They are shit. They are shit. But I cannot, in good conscience, go that Cleveland Browns team, they should be a touchdown favorite. That's insane. Have you watched the snap? They are terrible.
I think that game is going to be 10-6.
Who wins? 10-6 Browns? I don't hate that.
Yes.
I don't hate that, Tara. I could see that.
Yeah.
The Giants played pretty good D today. Not that Washington's offense is blowing the world up. The Giants looked a little bit better today, I will say. But this is not about the Giants. This pick has nothing to do with the Giants. This pick only has to do with how bad I think that Browns team is. I cannot see them up by a full touchdown. Tara, that's insane. A touchdown favorite? The Browns?
That's 7 points.
That's insane to me. That's an insane number. Tara, the Raiders are only favored by 7 over the worst team in the world, the Carolina Panthers.
Oh. I mean, I see that covering.
I mean, Seattle is favored by 6.5 over the Dolphins without Tua. San Francisco's favored by 7 over the Rams. That's
I see it.
Yeah, that I see. It's that's it though.
Yeah.
You think they're a touchdown better than the Rams, who actually could at home do or die game, honestly. Do or die game for the Rams.
They're so injured.
They're 0-2. They're injured. They might have some guys back next week,
injured.
Though. But that's it. That's they're favored by 7. The Browns favored by 7? Suck a hog. Jesus, what a stupid line. Bengals minus 7.5. Washington. There's I actually like a lot of the dogs this week. I can't lie, Tara. Should we do a bonus one? The
Bengals looked a lot. The Bengals looked a lot better.
The Bengals did look better, but I'm not saying that's one. But what about the Buffalo's only favored by 6 over the Jags. That's Tara. This is our overdog pick of the week. Buffalo minus 6. Fucking lock it in.
Yeah.
Jaguars are terrible.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're not good. Lawrence,
they're so bad.
Not good. But
not good.
Have I told you the last few weeks I've been watching Lawrence play? Guy's got a donk on him. That badonker.
Donk?
He's got a good butt.
A good butt.
He's got a good butt.
He's got
the good butt.
The donkers.
He's got a Tara. Next week, look at his butt. It's a good butt.
I will.
He's
Do
got
you
a
want to
boot.
hear the one that I was gonna do, but I just couldn't do?
The one. Was this the one you were originally going to do?
This was the one I was originally gonna
Let's
do.
hear it.
and
I
was
think
like,
I probably would have liked
can't.
it. Let's hear it.
Arizona plus 3.5 against the Lions. I just
Oh,
want
I'm
the
seeing
Lions
plus
to be
3.
awesome.
I'm only seeing plus 3
Oh,
on DraftKings.
did I write it down wrong?
It could have
Might have
changed. It
written
could
it
have
down.
changed since you wrote it down earlier, Tara.
Yeah,
Here's what I'm gonna say. You couldn't do it because
because
you love the Lions. You don't want to have to root against the Lions. I get that.
No, not
but
even a little
I don't.
bit.
I don't know that I disagree. They looked
I know.
solid today. They figured
looked
They figured
solid.
something out today with that hookup to Marvin Harrison Jr. Something
And
was there, and they're running the ball hard with Connor. I like it, Tara.
Yeah.
I think the Lions could falter a little
And
early
Goff has
and need a
looked
wake
like
up call.
A little
And
bit of shit.
He is a shit.
Not looked great.
But if there's any way to turn around, it is against that Arizona defense.
Yeah.
I will say that.
They're not good.
Tara, that's our football picks for the week.
That's our
That's our.
football picks.
Do you have any other sports?
Oh. No.
No more sports. Let me double check that there's nothing I forgot. We've done a lot of our segments already. We did our Bon Jovi. We did our John Bon Jovi Hero of the Week.
We're 45 minutes deep.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
still got a whole movie to watch.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine though. A couple emails, that's not a big deal. I got a couple other things written down. Tara, we're fucking good at this. We're fine. It's football season. Our football season goes long. It always has. It always
does.
will. Because we talk
Because
ball,
we love
baby.
Football.
We talk ball. We love football. Tara.
We do.
So we watched a movie. Moving on to the movie. In honor of Adam Sandler's birthday last week. So Adam Sandler's birthday, we talked about him. And then that day, I watched Monday Night Football with the Manning cast, and he was on it. He was on it for a little bit. On his birthday, said, "It is my birthday." And he said that day they started filming Happy Gilmore 2. Just a heads up. So on Monday, they started filming on Happy Gilmore 2. People are like, I don't know if I'm excited. I'm like, I am excited. As long as he doesn't bring a bunch of the douches in it. I don't want to see Kevin James in it, Adam. I don't want to see Rob Schneider in it, Adam. None of those guys are allowed to be in it if they weren't in the first one. That's my ruling.
I agree.
I don't want
I don't
any of
think
them.
any of them were.
They weren't.
I want Julie Bowen.
I believe she's in it.
She is good.
I believe she's in it. But I don't want to see Kevin James. I don't want to see Chris Rock. I don't want to see. I mean, I could see Chris Rock if he was playing like Chubbs' long lost brother or something.
Sure.
That could be a funny bit where he like doesn't have any hands and they're both wooden. Like I like that idea.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Kevin James isn't good in those movies. I don't want it to be I don't want it to feel like grown-ups even a little bit. I want it to feel like Happy Gilmore.
Shooter, he'll be in it for
Shooter
sure.
better be in it.
100% will be in it.
Better be in it.
Mm-hmm.
The caddy's got to be in it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm looking at John Bon Jovi
excited.
right now. Bon Jovi, Have a Nice Day tour.
Have a nice
Do you guys know that our brother opened up for John Bon Jovi once?
It's pretty sick.
Twice. More than multiple times.
Yeah, more than twice. Yeah.
Like a handful, like 3-4 times.
Yep. One was in Norway.
One was in Norway. One was like him straight up just opening us. He was like
his
John
band.
Bon Jovi Jr.
It was awesome.
I think that's what they were calling him when he was on stage, John Bon Jovi Jr. So
JBJ.
So in honor of Adam Sandler, I had Tara watch a movie that we've been talking about for a long time that I've always known she's going to hate. I know she's going to hate it because it's not her type of movie. It is the opposite of her type of movie. But I had Tara watch Uncut Gems, knowing full well that it was going to be really hard for her to watch. Tara, did you watch it today? All the way through?
No, I watched it yesterday and today.
You piece of shit. You're such a piece of shit. You're a piece of fucking shit. That type of movie needs to be watched in one sitting because it is, and it is an experience. Whether you like it or not, it's an experience.
I found a perfect spot to stop it.
What spot?
It was.
Hold on.
Right after.
Spoiler alerts. We're going to talk. If you've never seen Uncut Gems, normally I don't do that, but Uncut Gems, if you've never seen it, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert right now. Go to the end of the pod. Listen to our emails. Listen to our other stuff. But we watched Uncut Gems. And spoiler alert. Tara, where did you pause it now?
I paused it right after he was at the club and the weekend was in the bathroom with his girlfriend.
And they fight
Yes.
after the
Right
fight,
after
like
that.
after he got in the cab and
Yes.
went home to sleep.
Yes.
That
Went to his
actually, that
office.
probably, I would say you're absolutely right. That's
It
like the
was.
only
It was like the
lull.
most perfect spot.
It's like the only lull in the movie where it's just like,
Yeah.
where he's not going 100 miles per hour, making you go like, what the fuck are you doing? Tara, let's just start with, how did this movie make you feel?
So this movie was not made for me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I'm sure a lot of people loved it, but for
Yeah.
me, I was never like settled into it because I was
No one settled
because
into it.
I was always like annoyed or uncomfortable or mad. And
That's the movie, though. That's everybody. That's not just you.
yes.
That's the
So
experience I wanted you to have.
and
You don't
and
like that
that's
experience.
not like my most favorite experience because like that's how I live my life is a very anxious person.
Yeah.
So having like something be my entertainment and just like create that like while I'm trying to be entertained, not my favorite. But
Yeah.
I
So
will
like,
say as a whole, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say what you're gonna say. Finish what you're gonna say. As
I
a whole, what?
will say as a whole, I liked the movie.
I was gonna say, do you think it was a good movie? Like like there was like it was like. Do you think it was a quality movie? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I do. It was just
It's
very
definitely unique.
chaotic. It was unique. It was chaotic. It was shot chaotic. Like you had a warning on like HBO Max that said there's like flashing lights type thing. So if you're sensitive to that, because it's cut at a pace where it's jarring for people.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of how they.
It just creates
The
the
Safdie.
tension.
This is a movie directed by the Safdie brothers, and all of their movies have that vibe. They have another movie called High Life. No, that's not called High Life. I'm sorry. It's called. Why am I blanking? High Life is the other movie with Robert Pattinson. Why am I blanking, Terry?
I don't know.
Safdie brothers movies. It's called Good Time. Good Time is what it's called, and it's the same exact like. It just starts. You're just kind of in the movie, and it never. You're like. You just kind of keep ending up in bad situation after bad situation. It's
and I
their
hate
style.
that shit.
They make you feel that way. The Curse. I forget if you watched The Curse. Did you watch The Curse?
No.
Okay. It kind of has that. It has that. So it's a little more. It's a little slower, but it has that same sort of thing. Like every move they make, it's like, what are you doing?
And it's like anytime something good happens, you know it's not actually good and it's going to be bad.
Right.
Or it's like whatever good happened, he's going to fuck it up and it's going to derail.
Uncut Gems, if you guys don't know, 2019, Adam Sandler playing. It's not a comedy. I mean, there's funny stuff in it. Maybe not to Tara, but there is some funny moments in it. But Adam Sandler is a jewel dealer, but he also is a degenerate gambler.
Yes.
And he owes some money. We'll get to that to somebody, which when you find out who it is nuts.
A wild, yes.
Nuts. And it's just a movie where the whole time you never get your bearing. You don't really know what's going on. You don't know why he owes. You don't know who he owes money to at first, and then you don't know why he owes him money, and then. But it's just like, what the fuck is happening? I love the movie just because I think it's really unique, and I just like that someone made that movie. It's like, it's just such a speed and breakneck speed, and it's so weird. I enjoy it myself. I like that feeling that it gives me, that I'm just like nervous at all times, where I'm like worried about the character, because you worry about Adam in it. You like him. Did you like him?
Yeah.
You like him. He seems like
I liked him.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
A mess.
I feel like he's not a bad person.
Goddamn mess. I don't know. He might be a bad person. Like
I don't know if he's a bad person.
Terrible person, but he's fucked up.
He just has a problem.
Big time. Multiple problems.
Yeah, we don't know why he's divorced.
He's not divorced.
Oh, they're still married?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Because they haven't told the kids yet. That's right.
And he's like, why is there a hot woman in your apartment?
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Which
funny.
I hated that.
It's a crazy movie. And the mom is like, yeah, find out that your dad sucks. Clearly the daughter knows already.
Yeah.
That scene in the kitchen is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't know. We can do the categories. I don't know. I think we probably should.
Yeah.
Let's do them. Yeah, let's do the categories really quick. I guess I want to ask, like, how much did you hate watching this movie before we get to the categories? Like, how much anxiety did it give you?
It gave me a lot of anxiety.
Because it gives me anxiety watching it.
And like you said, you're kind of like, what is going on? And like, he just keeps, like, from the jump, like the first
Scene
when he goes and Kevin Garnett is there, that's like one of my least favorite scenes of like the entire movie. I'm like, ugh. And I also feel like it's probably I don't really know if there's any like the end's probably the most iconic scene. But
sure,
the scene where he like first meets KG and the uncut gem is there.
Yeah, it shows up and he explains what it is.
It shows
That's a great
up
scene.
and explains what
it's
it is. And then and then Kevin Garnett's like, I need to take it. And he's
like, he doesn't want to, but he
I'm
does.
like, why are you letting him do this? And then he takes his ring, and then the first thing he does is pawns it. I'm like,
when that happened, because
oh my God.
at that point he had already pawned the necklace that they were trying to get to the weekend, the Michael Jackson cross necklace.
Yeah.
Pawns that right away.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he pawns I'm like, that's never, he's never getting that back. And he ends up getting it back. That's the other thing. They don't show us how everything happens.
But I was just like, why are you letting him take this? Like, stop it. Like, it was stressing me out so much.
That was the only thing on the rewatch, I watched it again the other night. It was the first time I'd watched it since like the very beginning. I watched it in the theater and then I watched it like very beginning of the pandemic. They put it on HBO or something at that time. So I watched it then. It was kind of a weird time to watch it, but yeah, it was when he was like, yeah, you can hold on my ring. I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way he's letting him hold on to his championship ring like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe though, that gem had him.
But it had him like, he was like, I need this. This is going to make me a better
The way he
basketball
sold it,
player.
like the way he sold how cool it was. He bought it.
Yeah.
He was into it.
But I think my favorite character was actually Julia. I loved her.
She's awesome in it. And like she's smoking hot in it.
She's so hot.
The scene where he's hiding in the closet.
Weird.
And she just like gets down in her little like sexy outfit. It's like, oh my God, you're built different, lady.
I know. And the thing about it is it's like she really does love him.
She does.
And like when they get in the fight because she's in the bathroom with The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And she's like, you just ruined my, like, I almost had like the biggest sale thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I believed her. Because she was just him. Like all about Howard.
When he was selling Garnett on the gem, she was looking at him like, I've never wanted to fuck him more in my life.
Yes.
She was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
She loved him. She would eventually grow to hate him. Come on. Just like Idina Menzel did eventually.
Yeah.
But man, or not. Maybe she was perfect for him. Who knows?
Yeah. Right. Because she was in like, she
also was
I
like
don't know how much
a freak.
She was a freak and she liked that lifestyle too. Like,
yeah, she was a hustler too. She was also a hustler.
Yes. She hustled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was my favorite, even though she was a home wrecking whore. I loved her. And I thought, because I had never seen that girl in anything else. And the only time I saw her in like Hollywood was when she was dating Kanye for that short period of time. So that was like all I knew of her. And I thought
for saying Uncut Gems. Yeah. Uncut Gems. Remember that?
but she was such a like. Yes, I do. And
But she's
but she
awesome in that
was
movie.
she was so good. I
I
really
was
liked her a
just at
lot.
these muse and Uncut Jams.
Okay,
Uncut
yes.
Jams.
And then
Tara, this will be the last podcast where this tooth is
I
missing.
know you're
Last
gonna
one.
have just a
They're
beautiful
gonna call me
smile
Johnny
after
Tooth.
today.
They're gonna call me the Toothman. Oh my God, is the
They're gonna call
Toothman
you.
here? The Toothman's a cool nickname, Tara. Could you call me that?
What about the no? What about the
No.
tooth
I'd like to be called the.
fairy?
Don't say no to me. That my new pronoun is the goddamn Toothman. You'll call me what I like. What are you talking
The
about?
Toothman.
The
Okay.
Toothman. What were
I
you gonna
just
try to call
don't
me?
love it.
The
Tooth
Toothman?
fairy?
No, that's no. The Toothman. Try it.
Toothy
Nope.
Joe.
The
Toothman.
Toothman.
The Toothman.
Oh, look who it is. The Toothman.
Oh, it's Druzy the Toothman.
No, I'm just
Hey!
the Toothman.
Okay.
Try it.
You're the Toothman. I don't like
Oh,
it.
I don't like it like
Doesn't-
that. Oh, the Toothman's here. I'm hanging out with the Toothman later. Maybe just as you
like it at
just have to
all.
introduce. You don't have to call me the Toothman in passing, but like if you're like to introduce me, this is my brother Drew. A lot of people like to call him the Toothman. Like when I like to like introduce you as Lynn. Like it's my sister. She goes by Lynn. This is my
But I
brother.
don't
He goes
like
by
that.
the Toothman.
This is
And
my
they'll go,
brother
"Why?"
Drew, but most
They'll
people
go,
call
why?
him the
Because
Toothman.
he was missing a tooth and he got it
Missing a
replaced.
tooth.
Missing
He
a
was
tooth.
missing a tooth.
And he got it replaced. The Toothman. I don't know why you're acting like it's not good. Tara, so the most iconic scene you think was?
At the end scene. But I don't know if we want to talk about that yet.
We're gonna, but I don't know that it
Because
was the
it
most
was like-
iconic. I'm trying to decide if that was the most iconic scene though. I feel like it could be. I mean, it's insane.
I don't know.
I mean,
if
the
other
trunk
one
scene's
would
pretty
be.
good. The trunk scene's up there. Where he's nude in the
Yeah,
trunk. That's pretty
but-
funny. Yeah, I mean, the most you're right. The most iconic scene is that the whole last scene. Once those guys are locked in the cage,
Like the
from then
last
to the
like
end,
20 minutes.
them sitting like I've seen that as a meme, like them sitting and they're hot, pissed off.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that as a meme more than like. There's also the meme where he's like sees the gem for the first time. He's like full boner about it.
Yeah.
That's right. Weren't we have most memeable scene? No, that's a different podcast. They started doing that. That's not us. Never mind. What's the next category? I'll let you. I think I
Tara
agree.
moment?
Yeah, the whole movie.
Yeah.
But
I said
what
the
scene the
entire
most?
movie,
What scene the
but-
most got you?
So the time when KG finally comes back with the gem because he was an asshole and he stopped. He was not bringing it back.
Yeah,
And then I can't remember his name. The guy that had
Lakeith
the
Stanfield?
watches.
Lakeith Stanfield's his real name.
Yeah.
His name in the movie was Demani. Damani. Duh, I'm
Damani.
so fucking stupid. I'm so white sometimes.
Yeah.
Damani. Yes, it was Damani. I'm so white.
Yeah. So Damani, he like I understood why he was not pumped with Howard because he had
Sure.
all these fake watches, it sounds like.
Right. But they had real boxes.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
amount of characters that came through his fucking life, the amount of times those watches they did a really good on the rewatch. The amount of times watches disappear are given to people. His like,
Yep.
I would say you see like 10 watches like disappear
Yeah.
that he just gives away. It's really quite funny.
Mm-hmm. And he's
But
like, they're not real. He's like, yeah, but those boxes costed a lot of money.
yeah, no, they had a very strange relationship too. He was part of. I
Yes.
mean, I feel like he was almost on the same level as his girlfriend. What was it
Yeah.
Julia? Right?
Yeah.
Because he also was just kind of like, because then they'd show up together and they'd just be buddies again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even after fucking with him, like, oh,
But
look,
then
you're
like
here.
they like had a love-hate relationship
Yeah,
with
yeah.
each other.
They needed
for
each
sure.
other. They were like each other's into different worlds type of
Yeah.
thing.
But like when he came back, finally brought KG back, and then the door wouldn't open. And there was just like so much chaos going on. buzz them in, use the other buzzer. And then like the loan sharks were downstairs. Don't let them like just like losing their mind. Bring in the tools. I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then he's like, give me the hammer. And I thought he was just gonna like
Right.
hammer it
No, it was a
down.
whole
And
thing. It was a whole thing,
yeah.
which sets up the
It
end,
was-
which is
and
really
then,
good.
yes. And so it was just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty to me, it's the second. To me, I thought it was going to be when he pawned the
ring.
ring.
I didn't love that.
I was just like, because when he did, I was almost like, "What are you doing, dude? What have you never?" Because then he
I
like
know.
went and bet with that money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I mean, come and because I feel like by the end when he does the big bet, when KG pays him the money
Mm-hmm.
for the gem, for the opal, at that point when he's like, I'm gonna bet at this. Obviously, he was. At that point, I don't even think it would stress me out. I was like, yeah, obviously he's doing this.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like he was psyching me up at that point. I was like, yeah, dog, you're right. You're gonna get. This is it. No one.
Right. Then I was kind of all in.
Yes,
I wasn't
that's
as
what I'm saying.
nervous.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're all in, which is crazy.
Like, oh,
which is
something
crazy.
big's gonna happen.
Which is crazy because which is crazy. We can talk. We can just talk about the end now.
Yeah.
The end because that leads to him just getting shot in the fucking head,
Yes.
in the face, and
Yeah.
when that and for somehow it's a surprise when it happens.
Yeah.
When clearly it was going to happen. I'm like, why am I surprised that happened? Like I'm like, that's where this was headed all along.
Right.
But it still was very shocking.
Part of me
moment.
is like, why did he let them back in?
Well, because in his brain he's like, I'm going to pay you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I got the money.
And they knew that he had the money, but then they just came in, shot him in the head, and robbed him.
And the crazy thing is, the other guy was his
Brother-in-law.
brother-in-law? His
Yeah.
wife's brother?
His wife's brother.
Crazy.
Yes.
When you find that out, you don't know.
He was like,
you don't know it the whole time.
He was
and all
like
of a
the
sudden
main loan shark.
and all of a sudden,
And then he's at.
well, he's
Go
not
ahead.
even alone. He just like lent him money and he wasn't giving it back to him. So he brought
No,
these
he's a
other.
loan shark
He brought
for
these
sure.
other guys in. He was out of his element too, Tara. He
Oh,
did.
yeah, but-
he was not. He was. These guys were guys he hired, and they're getting pissed, more and more pissed. It was crazy. God, it was a crazy fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, they're getting more and more pissed. They're sweating. They're hot. He lets them out, and he just shoots him in the goddamn face. He makes them sit and
And
watch the
then he
entire
shoots-
game.
Then he shoots the brother-in-law in the face.
Eventually,
but that was
yeah.
stupid of them because they now aren't getting paid.
Well, at that
Because-
moment, they think the other guy's going to get the money from the girl because they're at the
but
casino.
She's too slick. She's too
God, that
fucking
was good
slick.
too. They just again these
She's
little weird,
slick.
like that old
Yeah,
creepy
like
man
the-
that she uses.
Yep,
Like, yeah, I was gonna
on
hang out
the-
with you, and then can you collect my money for me? He brings it out, and she goes, "You want to do something?" He's like, "No, bye." And she dips with
Yeah.
all the money. Well, she's,
Yeah.
I mean, she's. I'm just gonna say it. She's the hero of the movie, right?
Mhm.
You pick her as the hero.
I did.
Julia is the hero of the movie. She's awesome in
I
it.
love her.
She comes out on top in the end. Next category. next
Because she's keeping that money.
category. Yeah, I guess talk about the hero of the movie because it's her. Yeah, of course she's keeping that money.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she keep that money? Who's she going to give it?
Not
Who
cool,
who gets it
right?
instead? I don't even know how much she won. She
And,
won.
like,
Did they tell you how much she won?
A couple.
It's got to be a couple million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some million.
Yeah.
The sexiest part.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not a sexy movie, but the sexiest part was when she was in her little outfit sending
Fingering
him
herself.
pictures.
And she
Yeah.
starts feeling
Yeah.
it. It just sucks that his creepy ass is in there breathing.
I know.
Because she looks great. And he's
I
super sexy.
know.
I was like, why would she want to bang him?
I know, but she loves him.
I mean, she's like, it's like when what's her name? I showed you earlier. It was Padme, whatever, was married to Salman Rushdie. Like, what is that?
Mhm.
Money.
And then I guess like the antagonist or the villain is the brother-in-law, because he's the one that
It's not
set
just-
it all in motion.
I mean, it's not Howard.
I mean, Howard is definitely a villain, but
It's not Damani.
no. I mean,
Damani,
that's the thing
Damani's why it really starts falling apart.
they're all pretty villainy.
Except for Julia, I think.
Yes.
You know, his family, obviously, they're fine.
How crazy was the scene where, like, he we find out that his brother-in-law is the loan shark.
Because they're at
When he's
like a Jew. Because they're at like
Yes.
Passover or some shit.
Yeah.
I think it was Passover.
What,
I don't.
They
I gotta
did
be
a
honest.
really good
I
job.
did a bad job of. I don't remember. I don't remember what holidays or what.
They did a really good job of.
I don't remember the one where they hide the thing they got to find. I think Passover.
I think it's Passover. They did a really good job of trying to humanize Howard and like showing his family and his little boy that absolutely loved him.
Yeah.
And then his other son who admired him and wanted to be like
was
him. Was
already
doing
ruined,
sports,
already broken,
yep, was doing
already
sports betting and
sports betting,
and
heavily.
then his daughter who was just like fuck you, and his ex-wife
clearly
who,
knows what's
going
on.
Let's try this, and she's like, I hate looking at you. I want nothing to do with you. Like,
he's the worst. When she comes out to
disgusting.
open up the trunk and he's nude in the back of the trunk, and she's just like, I fucking hate this man. That was it for her. I mean, that was her that was her final. She's like, at this point,
Definitely.
the kids I want them to find out as fast as possible.
Uh-huh.
Tired of this motherfucker. What's the next category there for you?
The message of the movie.
Yeah.
Don't be a degenerate gambler and adulterer.
Is that the message?
Adulterer. Yeah, I think
It's probably,
so.
I don't know. Could be, I guess.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I think it is that the universe is a hectic. I think it's all about how the universe is hectic at all times. It's a spinning madness. I mean, it starts with you like going through the opal and it feels like you're in a universe, and it goes back through his eyeball and back out into the universe. I think it's more about how the universe is hectic.
No, it goes into his butthole.
It comes out of his butthole.
Mm-hmm.
But you go into the first scene is actually there at the mine.
Yeah.
And then goes into the opal.
And it goes into the opal.
And then it comes out of his butthole.
Out of his butthole.
And then goes in through his gunshot hole at the end.
No, it goes like in through his mole.
No, that's where he got shot, Tara.
Oh,
That's
I thought
that was the bullet
here.
hole. No. That was, he got shot in like
I thought it was his mole.
No. He got shot in like the cheek.
Okay.
That was and then it goes back into the universe. I think it's how the universe is this fucking insane fucking place where nothing goes right ever, and you're fucked up and you're screwed no matter what you do. I don't know. Do your best and then forget the rest. Sean T. I don't know. I don't hate your message. Is that it? Is it just you have to rate it, or I feel like there's more categories.
There isn't.
All right.
Because there was like epic scenes, and I was like, eh.
I mean,
one.
basically the last 20 minutes of the movie.
And then it was like
once he gets
favorite.
once he gets the money to her through the window to the end, it's out of control.
Oh my gosh!
When he gets her to go over there, the second he starts going like, oh man, and he gets that look in his eye, and he's talking to KG. He's like, I'm gonna make a bet, we're winning. And KG's like, you're crazy, motherfucker, you're fucking nuts. And I love that. From then to the end of the movie is epic. That's just an epic 20 minutes.
That's what I thought too, and it's also my favorite part. So
absolutely. It's amazing. It's like really good movie storytelling. So what do you rate this fucking thing, Tara? I'm excited to see what you rate it. Like just what the scale is and like how low you
I'm
rate.
going to let you down.
You always do. You've got me. I think twice you've ever got me feeling good about it.
So to me, because it stressed me out a lot and I didn't love it, it was 2 gunshots to the head.
That sounds either terrible or awesome.
Terrible.
It was terrible?
Well, that's the thing. That was why it's such a good rating, because it might be awesome to someone else, but to me, not so much.
So this is 2 gunshots to the head. Okay. I accept. Here's what I'm gonna say is like, I think it was an experience that was worth having. How about that?
It was. And there was stuff about it that I did like, but like in general, I don't know if I loved it.
The Safdie stuff isn't really for you, probably, but
it didn't make me cry at all, which I loved that.
Yeah, it's not sad.
I love not crying.
It's not sad when he dies. It's like almost like he's so happy. Like he's smiling.
It's almost like this.
He's smiling when he dies. Like he was when he got shot, he was on cloud 9. He didn't even feel.
Yeah.
That's actually the thing about the movie. Like, he died happy as fuck, Tara. He died with a smile on his face. We didn't even talk about that. That's a great ending.
He did.
He won the bet. He was so happy, and he pulls up and shoots him in the face before he even has time to realize it's happening, and he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
It was wild that he shot him in the face.
He dies so happy. He's the hero. He's a happy boy. Talking about his African Jews or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
What were they? Where were they from? I don't remember. Somalian Jews? Is that what it was?
I think so.
Anyway, so that was Uncut Gems. Or hour 14 in. We should probably start cooking here. Do you have any other things that you wrote down?
I wrote some stuff down, but
I'm going to play a couple games with you here quick.
okay.
Hold on. I need my notes. I only have like 2. Number 1. Today is Marco Polo's birthday, Tara.
Oh.
Marco Polo. I think he was born in the 1200s or something like that. Marco Polo. What's your favorite childhood pool game? You got Marco Polo is an example, obviously. Could be Marco Polo if you want to be. But what was your favorite game to play in a pool growing up?
I always loved when somebody would throw stuff to the bottom and then you would have to go down and like collect it. And like we weren't goggle kids, so we had full eyes open.
Oh yeah.
In the freaking
So yeah, throwing it down and trying to pick up as many things on the bottom as you can. Deeper, throw a couple quarters, make it hard. I agree.
Try to get it with one breath.
So your number one pool game was just diving for stuff.
Diving for shit. Yep.
I agree. That was probably my favorite because if you did it, you always felt like you were pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I did that.
And especially if you were in like the 20 feet and then you had to dive and get something.
Like
so
a brick. I remember as a kid, they would throw a brick at the bottom and you go pick a brick off the bottom at the deep end of the actual Oregon pool. Yeah. We just grew up we were good swimmers, honestly. I grew up a pretty good swimmer. I could hold my breath a really long time. I remember I could swim the length of the pool and back underwater at one point as a little kid.
At Oregon?
Yeah. It was not as big as you think it was. It wasn't that big as you think it was. But I guess it was big enough to do like meets and stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I swam there and back. There and back once.
I don't know if I believe that. That's very
Tara,
far.
I had great lungs. I was a lung boy.
I'm going to start calling you lungs.
Lung boy.
This is Drew, but he prefers to be called lungs.
So I'm Toothman. The
Toothman. No,
I'm either the Toothman or Lester Lungington.
Lester Lungington.
No, I'm Joseph James Lungington.
Joseph James Lungington.
They call me Professor Lungs.
They call me Professor Lungs.
They call me Deep Sea Diver.
I got those.
That's a good one.
Lungs.
So I think Marco Polo was fun though.
Yeah, but
always like Marco Polo.
Quick. Fish out of water.
Yeah, it does get boring quick. I'm trying to think of another beer chugging races as we got older.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
yes.
Another great one is dive into the pool while someone throws you a ball and you try to catch it cool.
Oh yes.
Diving into a pool while someone throws the ball and you try to catch it cool. Football
and like trying to like catch it cool.
Like trying to like how like
get it be on like a sports card or something.
Yeah, you really try to like catch it over your head or catch it like between your legs.
Yeah.
You know, and you blame the bad. You could blame it on a bad pass if it wasn't, but like that's the game. Is jumping in the pool, someone throws you a ball, and you got to catch it cool. That's a game. That's the name of the game, I think. Yeah, legs out.
Are like
spinning. Poof.
Yeah.
That's a good game. Marco Polo sucks compared to that game. Mm-hmm. I can't think of any other ones. I mean, I can think of a million, but those were the ones we played the most. Terry, you're not wrong. The ones we played the most were diving for stuff. I mean, holding your breath underwater is a fun game.
Stuff. Oh yeah.
But
trying to do handstands.
Yeah. Real good stuff. But yeah, we were never goggle kids. But when we did have goggles, though, it was I could stand there if I had goggles, I could stand there for a super long time.
I just feel like anytime we had goggles, they weren't good. So
we had a good pair here and there, but there would be a little water in there.
Yeah.
We were good swimmers. I could hold my breath a really long time. I don't know if you heard. I once swam from one end of the Oregon pool to the other end of the Oregon pool under the breath.
I just don't believe it.
Tara, it happened. It happened more than once. I won. Remember this one game that we played at the pool where it was a relay race and it was a wet T-shirt and you had to like pass it to each other. You remember that? Mm-mm. One person would swim to the other end, right? and back wearing like an oversized t-shirt, and then you have to
you'd
hold hands, and then they'd
Yeah.
have to pull it over you, and then you'd go. That was fun. That was a fun race. You do remember that then?
Yeah.
Nothing worse than showing up and having to walk out in school.
Oh.
Nothing worse than going to the pool and having to wear the school swimsuits. We weren't allowed to wear our own swimsuits. You had to wear the
No.
And it was just like, I remember the first time I like had to go up a size because I was getting a little thick boy. But I had to come out and fucking a little cold wiener going on. Fucking bloop, no boink, bloop. It sucked coming out. Like I was like, I would try to hustle and be the first, because we would we'd walk over from the elementary school, and I'd try to be the first one over, get my suit changed in 7 seconds, and be the first one out. That was always the goal, because no one had to
always be on the bleacher.
Yeah, you're already on the bleacher. You didn't have to be, because everyone watched every single person come out. We all judged them. We all go, woo! It was the worst.
We wouldn't actually make noises.
There was noises.
Really?
I made noises. We made some noises.
You're such a dick.
Our class just made noise. It wasn't just me. It was everybody.
No,
the funny thing is, if I look back now, I can't remember anyone else coming out. I don't remember there was no one that stood out.
I remember the guys would be walking out like covering their junk.
Yeah, the girls just were wearing for the girls at least they were wearing normal swimsuits.
Yeah, we didn't say that the guys had to wear Speedos. The guys were wearing Speedos.
Yeah, we were wearing Speedos, and I was not built for a Speedo. They do not call me Speedo Jones. They don't. I mean, the funny thing now, Tara, I'd wear a Speedo in a goddamn second.
I know you would.
I think it'd be fun. I wouldn't want to wear it all day like at Noah's Ark.
You're so European sometimes.
I'm very European sometimes.
You're so
I mean,
European.
I like to be in my underwear.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't want to wear a Speedo, to be honest. Just because my thighs are a little thick and I wouldn't want them to rub.
Lots of rubbing.
I don't want them rubbing. Dan Marino.
I remember.
Wait, go ahead.
I remember, like, for the girls, because they would like look at you and be like, guessing what size you are. So you get
never
your
good
swimsuit and you'd like try to put it on, and
big,
you'd be like, this doesn't fit. So then you'd have to put on all your clothes
and go back out and get another one.
So you'd be like one of the last people. So everyone was seeing what you were working with, and it was very embarrassing.
Instagram sent me this, Tara. It said, I don't know why I said this. It says something Smignia posted. You might like this, from July 3rd, 2024. And they think I would like this. Hold on. Let me show you. It's just a girl putting on her clothes. She starts off in her bra.
Oh.
She's like, it's like, get ready with me.
Instagram might be right.
I don't hate the way she looked. But then I hit back and now it's gone.
Oh,
damn.
You'll never see her again.
I'll never see Stigmigma again. Dan Marino's birthday today, Tara. That was there was a bunch of birthdays today, but these are the ones that spoke to me. Dan Marino's birthday today. What is your favorite ever sports cameo in a movie? Dan Marino's a very good sports cameo.
I mean, I feel like that's the winner.
Because you're not willing to think of more.
You're a real weird guy. No, I'm going to. You're a real weird guy, Ace. It's so
It probably is my favorite. That's probably why I thought of it.
And then, like, I think about, like, when they realize that Finkel is Einhorn and Dan's like, like,
oh, yeah, when he's not, because you find out that he made out with her too.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Dan Marino.
It's so good.
Yeah.
He's like, can I have some more of that gum? And then he's like something crazy.
So I guess my question is Dan Marino the greatest ever sports movie cameo then?
Let me think about other ones.
Some other options I had were Brett Favre in Something About Mary, just because
he was so bad.
He's really bad in it, but when it's revealed that it's Brett Favre,
it is
a funny bit.
Yes.
Because you're like, Brett Favre. Favre.
Favre.
They do that joke.
Yep.
Favre. That's a good one. Obviously, like LeBron James shows up in some movies and he's okay in it, but not for me. It might be the Dan Marino one.
It's good.
What are some? I'm trying to think of some other options. Should I Google it really quick? Sports cameos.
Yeah.
Athlete movie cameos. The Marino one is very good. It's probably there's a good one is Jackie. Not Jackie. What's his name? Why am I blanking? My brain's not working. Reggie Jackson in Naked Gun. He's a like a murderer in it. Mike Tyson in The Hangover is a good one.
It's pretty good. He's pretty funny in it.
Lee Trevino,
so good.
Lee Trevino in Happy Gilmore, Tara. He's a golfer. But I will say this: it is of all those, it might be other than Weird Guy Ace. I do quote quite a bit, but Lee Trevino is the guy that says Grizzly Adams did have a beard, and I like to say
you do.
I quote that a lot, like in weird ways, but I quote that a lot. Reggie Jackson in Naked
John
Gun.
McEnroe in Mr. Deeds was pretty awesome.
He is good in it, but it's not as good as Marino. Favre was good.
Mike Dickon kicking and screaming.
Shaq and Good Burger, I barely remember.
I don't really know Good Burger.
There's probably a couple other ones. Basketball had some athletes in it. Mike Dickon.
Lance Armstrong in Dodgeball was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I think it's Dan Marino.
I think it is too.
I think you're right. I'm trying to think. I'm looking here for a couple more. I'm looking for a couple more here.
KG at Uncut Gems.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Dave, when he was on the TV show Dave, and he's an episode of Dave where he plays himself, and he breaks his leg at one point. It's like they have like the bone sticking out. It's so fucking funny. I'm like, why?
I don't think I've seen it.
I'm like, why did he want to be in this?
He loves
Super
Dave.
weird. Super weird.
I'm
Anyway,
thinking Dan Marino. I think
that's
he
the
was
answer.
so good at that.
I think it's the answer. I mean, Jim Brown in The Running Man's a good one. I liked him in The Running Man. I'm just trying to see. I just think that's it.
Yeah. He's
I think
real
that's
funny in it.
I think it's actually obvious that that's it. It's funny that that's what I made the category because it's his birthday, and I think it's fitting that he wins. It just it's actually it's the Dan Marino Best Sports Cameo category, and Dan Marino won it, just like Bon Jovi won.
He did, yes.
That's all I had for today. You didn't have anything else?
Let me look.
Otherwise, I'm going to read these emails. I don't know if you heard that plural.
Emails. It's National Creme de Menthe Day.
Oh, wow.
What's the best dessert cocktail?
I mean, I guess to me, probably a White Russian. A White Russian to me is a dessert cocktail, and I would say it's a White Russian. I sent you one that sounded good. What was it? It was like was it a churro one or something?
I don't remember.
Recently? No, that sounds delicious. I got a weird booger stitch going on here.
Careful, you might get dementia or Alzheimer's.
From picking my nose?
Yeah.
What's yours? What's your favorite dessert? Does margarita count? Booyah! It's sugar.
No, I really do
it's
like
a summer dessert. It's a summer dessert.
A grasshopper. I really do like a grasshopper.
I'm not a grasshopper man.
It's also National Google.com Day.
Oh, wow. What's that?
It's where you celebrate Google.
Oh, nice. I Googled like many things during this pod.
I know. Google's pretty awesome. It makes us
It's not anymore. It's bad now.
All
it's
at
bad
once.
now. It has that stupid AI thing come up first. Whatever the fuck it's called. Gemini. I hate it. Google Google used to be better. The internet was better. It's worse than it used to be. It's worse than it's ever been. God damn.
Get that booger out.
Anyway, anything else before I read these emails?
Nope.
Cool. Hey guys. I have not missed an episode since I started listening, but I know something I'm missing from earlier episodes. Hold on a second. Just so you know, Tara, this is, I believe, from our guy Chris in Iowa. Booyah.
Chris,
we called him out last week.
we
Called him out last week. We said, is Chris listening anymore?
We love Chris.
Chris, we're sorry about the sound quality last week. Tara was a little quiet. I was probably a little loud. This week we'll have its problems too, because that's how we do. We're not good at audio. We're not audio technicians. We're supposed to just be. Someone should be doing that for us while we give you the best we can give you.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to worry about that. I have to worry about it all the time, and I think it takes away from what we are. But I know something I'm missing from earlier, and I caught that he sent this. I didn't read the whole email. I'm like, what is this? Because he has his. I will say this, Chris. Your email, your actual email address, looks like it's spam. It's got like a spam vibe. I'm like, what's happening? It almost has like a spam vibe to it, which I like. But then, because I'm like, what's this? And I looked at it, but he says, I'm missing from early episodes because he started listening during when we were doing our rundowns of like year by year stuff. It's lists from nostalgic points in the 80s and 90s, whether it's a list from a movie or just childhood snacks. I do think we need to be doing that every week. Favorite childhood snacks: cherry Coke, Coke with grenadine, and Marciano. Oh yeah, that was what a cherry Coke was, and they put a little grenadine in it. That was great. Maybe at number 3, I drank it through a Twizzler like a straw. Also done in the movie theater. Hell yeah, bro! I like Chris. Chris from Iowa. Number 4, Rice Krispie treats. Hell yeah, homemade only, no frills. Absolutely.
Yes.
When people put other shit in it and you go to a place and it's like made out of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something, fuck off. I just want a Rice Krispie treat, and the ones that are packaged are dog shit. They don't taste like a Rice Krispie. They taste like shit. They're not good. Like the Rice Krispie brand ones, not good.
No.
But sometimes mom would add peanut butter to the recipe. Yes, that does actually taste good sometimes.
Yes.
Our mom makes very good Rice Krispie treats.
They're like
Chris.
extra butter.
I want to send Chris Rice. I want to send Chris mom's Rice Krispie treats. Chris, give us
extra butter.
Chris, we want to send you our mom's Rice Krispie treats. I don't know how well they're going to travel.
Marshmallow.
I don't know how well they're going to travel.
We
just got to do a live show. We just got to do a live show, Tara, with a bake sale. And it's just mom's Rice Krispie treats, and I'll make a cookie or something, and you can make some sort of dip. Nutty bars, 3 nutty bars. You have to eat them a layer. I agree. You do have to eat them a layer.
Yes.
This guy gets us. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think Chris is our third. Yes. We got to have Chris on. Or at least we got to do a live show in Iowa. Should we do a show in Iowa?
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about us.
I mean, Chris lives there.
I know.
Mr. Freeze. And our Stove lives there. Our family lives there. We're fine.
Mr. Freeze.
Jesus, Chris. You're good. People like Ice Pop. Mr. Freezes, none of them touch Mr. Freezes. They are by far the superior Ice Pop of choice. They just taste better. They had the best flavor.
Also, they melt better and like they turn into like a slush, and it's not like an ice char.
The whole neighborhood would come to our freezer and have one. That sounds like our house. Yes. We had a freezer on the garage, and that's where we just pound them. I'd cut off the top and just leave the top there. Chris, what was your favorite flavor, Mr. Freeze? Mr. Freeze, hell yeah. Chris gets better every day. I hope Chris isn't weirded out by how much I'm loving his shit. Vanilla ice cream with Quick. Classic. Oh, yes. Honestly. We never got the syrup, so Quick, you eat it too fast and breathe a lungful of chocolate. Oh, you did it with the dust. I never did it with the dust.
Drew, I did it with the dust all the time.
Did you really?
It was, yes.
I didn't know that was
like my thing. Yes, it's so freaking good. Like I would dust it with the Quick.
Yeah.
And then I would try to put chocolate syrup on it, but it would fall because it wouldn't stick to anything. But it was the Quick with it. It was my favorite. I loved it. Yes.
Chris has given us another list, and I love this list already. Favorite movie music montages.
Oh.
Number 3, Win in the End, Teen Wolf. You're not wrong. It's amazing. It makes me very happy. Number 2, Hearts on Fire, Fever's Rising High, The Moment of Truth Draws Near, Rocky IV, Training Montage. You're on fire, Chris. You could be a podcaster. Get to it. I don't know what your voice sounds like, but get to it. You're the best, The Karate Kid. You're not wrong. These are all very good. They're all very good. Honorable mention, montage from Team America World Police. Also good.
Oh, yes.
The America Fuck Yeah one. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, there's a bunch of I think there's multiple montages in that one, to be quite honest.
I'm sure. But America, fuck yeah.
And when he's just training, he gets jacked. He gets yoked. It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what he's saying here. I do think we maybe should pick Tara. What's next episode is 127. 27. 27 times 2 is 454. Well, hold on. Let me finish his email. Have you guys seen Joe versus the Volcano? You know what? I saw it when I was a kid and I don't remember it very well. If you haven't, you should. Meg Ryan was one of my childhood crushes, and she was all over that movie. I love that. It's a good line. I love Meg Ryan. Young Meg Ryan was awesome.
I haven't seen that movie.
We can watch it. I don't think next week we're gonna watch it, but let's watch it over. I remember liking that as a kid. Give me a movie recommendation for the next weekend. Any movie, but not box office smash. Something under the radar. Maybe it's a Van Damme fighting movie or MJ Fox dramedy. Perhaps a silly buddy movie about having to grow up. Thanks for that.
What about Sing Street or the
Sing Street is a good one, but I don't know if it's streaming on anything.
Oh,
Chris,
Or
I don't
what
know if you ever
about
seen. Let me see if it's streaming on. Sing Street's a good call, Tara. Honestly, that's a really good call. Sing Street. See if it's streaming on anything. It's on Netflix right now. Sing Street is a movie that takes place in like the 80s in what is it, like Ireland, I want to say. What does it say here? A young lad notices a beautiful girl who begins to occupy his thoughts. And there's like this kid starts a band to make this girl think he's cool. And what ensues from that is there's a couple different, they like kind of do a bunch of different 80s style music scenes where it's like almost like a music video from that era. It's a pretty good movie. It's a really fun movie. And since you like that nostalgia stuff, we think if you've never seen Sing Street, I think you'd like it, Chris. That's a good pick, Tara, honestly. It makes me want to watch it.
I was looking at another one, but it's not streaming anywhere.
What was it?
It's The Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, I think that starts strong and doesn't finish strong. I think Sing Street's better.
Starts so strong.
The first 15 minutes is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, 1985 in Dublin. Check that one out.
It's good.
Chris. Good movie. Sing Street. Love and Football Season is back. This is fun. Love and Football Season is back. Oh, and if you want to watch another movie, Chris, I just watched it last night. It's called Snack Shack. It just came out this year. It's a buddy movie taking place in the early 90s. The kids are playing 14-year-olds, but they're both in their 20s. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it wasn't like, it's not like as like a joke. It's more like they did a bad job casting, but the movie itself is fun. Snack Shack takes place in the early 90s. It just came out. It's on Prime. It's pretty good. Love and Football Season's back. Tara, no one will do the Hawk Tua this year. Dang. Epic prediction, though. It really was. We could still get it. He's going to come back. Come on. But seriously,
I don't know.
Guardian caps look silly, sure, but why wasn't Tua wearing one? I mean, if everyone in the NFL probably has the greatest need. Still love the show.
We didn't really talk about that at all.
No, I forgot. Yeah, we feel bad about it. It's not cool. It was sad. Still love the show. Don't forget to bring a towel for the wettest week of our lives. It's good. Got to bring a towel.
Gotta
bring a towel.
Gotta sop up all that wetness.
We still are doing wettest and driest moments because of Chris. Chris is good. Chris could be our producer.
Good. He could totally.
Chris, what do you do? We need a producer, like someone that gives us, like, sometimes we just need someone to give us ideas and then we'll attack it. Chris, let's figure out what that means. Chris. You got good ideas. I like your thoughts in your brain, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do next week, Tara. We'll come up with a list. Let's do some nostalgia lists for next week.
Okay.
We'll come up with them. We don't know what they are yet, Chris, but we'll tell you. You'll hear about them. You can email us about them after that. Hey there, Mr. Mark. This is our next email from Jeannie. Maybe you've heard of her. Hey, Mr. Margarita, Tommy Tequila, Blueberry Kid, and T Money Bags Magic. Is that you? T Money Bags Magic? Yeah. Did I call myself what's she going to call me next week? I gave her a lot. Do you think she's going to call me the Tooth, what was I? Fuck. The Toothman.
I think she's going to call you.
She's going to call me the fucking Toothman.
She's going to call you Lester Lungs.
The Sid and Angel Reese resemblance, maybe in the 2 pics I found, see below email. Yes, I'm not the only one who said it. Top 5 fast food items. Don't do much fast food, but here are our favorites. She likes the Burger King bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, pre-tailgate pad. Cool. McDonald's fries. Rocky's breadsticks. That's a good one. Rocky's breadsticks are good. Dairy Queen. If you guys aren't, Rocky's is a local pizza chain here in Madison. It's real good. Dairy Queen pumpkin pie with extra pie crust blizzard. Okay, wow. And Auntie Anne's sweet almond pretzel. Did not like Uncut Gems. Too dark. She doesn't like dark movies. Mm-hmm. Favorite Adam Sandler movie. If you guys like books, there's a book called I forgot what it's called, so never mind. What is it called?
What? If you guys like favorite Adam Sandler movie, if you guys like books,
No.
let me tell you about a book that I've been reading.
What's it called? Fuck,
Today,
I forgot what
Dad
it's
said that he never saw my
don't remember what
third
it's called.
tattoo, and he's full of shit.
called. Yeah, what's that about? Acting like he didn't know
I
you had
was
a
like,
third tattoo.
what? I was like, no, you've seen
Mom's
it.
favorite
He's like,
Sandler
"I've
scene is the
never seen
scene
it."
in Wedding Singer where the elderly music student puts meatballs in his hands
Oh.
for the payment of her lesson. That's a good meatball.
That's a good meatball.
That's a good meatball.
That's a good meatball.
That's a good meatball. Of course,
a great scene.
family favorite, Stop Looking at Me, Swan. Yep, I think we
Mm-hmm.
talked about both of those last week. Worst snacks, rice cakes, raisins, and veggies. Good calls. Someone did post on one of my the clip I put. They said plain Triscuit. Yeah, fuck your plain Triscuit. Shove it up your ass and go to bed.
I had some Triscuits in the car.
I just heard like a
Adam Sandler.
pop. I don't know what that was. I think it was the fridge. Honorable mention. Would you say, Terry, you had Triscuits in the car?
I had some Triscuits in the car.
Why?
That's the Adam Sandler. That's a Carl
Oh,
quote.
that's right. Okay, yes. Yes, I'm sorry. Because he's is that from that part?
Yeah, it's from the part where they're like waiting for Billy to get downstairs.
Oh, that's
He's like,
right.
"I'm
I had some
starving."
Triscuits in the car.
It's like, I had some well, you didn't tell me about these delicious Triscuit crackers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was Eric said it, right?
Yes.
Eric was pissed that fucking
Yeah.
Carl had Triscuits in the car.
Yeah. And
That's
it's like,
right.
how did he not see it? Or were they in a
He's fucking dry. They're so dry.
Right?
They're so dry. Get out of here, plain Triscuit. I don't hate the taste of a Triscuit if I have cheese, but I'd choose about 20 crackers before I chose a fucking Triscuit.
If I'm drunk, I might be like, this Triscuit's awesome. But
Did that
outside
happen?
of that, yeah.
Honorable mention, air popped popcorn. Tastes like styrofoam. Okay. Happy belated
Agreed.
B-Day, cutie girl. Sounds like Chicago was a blast with a never dull moment. I don't know that there's definitely some dull moments.
I don't know. I
we
thought
did
it was
we did a
pretty-
lot of sitting around. I wasn't mad.
on Sunday.
I don't know about the term never a dull moment. Can we say that?
I mean,
Just all she knows is that I drank margaritas for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
I was never having a dull moment. I was drunk. So much so that I haven't had a drink in a week.
so much so he's dry, druzy.
Yep. Wettest moment. Celebrating Graham's 88th birthday. Yes, right. Our grandma had her 88th
Yes, happy birthday, Granny.
the other day. Friday. Right? Mm-hmm. Driest moment. Eating cold Rocky's breadsticks. I like that's one of her favorite things, but they do suck cold. I don't know why she was eating one.
I ate him cold and I kind of liked him.
You can't see this, but she put side by side pictures of Angel Reese and Sid from what a dork. Love it. Have a Tuesday. Love Mom. Here we go, Tara. We had a pretty good week. This is our longest episode in a minute.
I know.
Next week we're gonna have some lists. Next week we're gonna have some nostalgia
Yes.
lists because Chris got my brain thinking. Chris is good. Need to figure out how
Chris
to make
is a great
Chris. We don't
listener.
have any money. We don't make any money, Chris.
No, we pay to
Pay to
which you heard
pod,
last
sadly.
week.
But if we can figure out a way to get you, maybe you'll help us push us to the level we get paid. Maybe you get on the ground floor, Chris, and you're on the Learjet when it comes to Learjet time. I don't know if you know this, Chris. We rate people in our lives by Learjet worthiness. You're either on the Learjet when we make it big, or you're not. Not many people are on the Learjet these days. It's a small list, and I think we're going to get Chris on that list. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Drew.
Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wait.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon fights.
Melon fights.